subtract my age from the mileage on my speeding heart. Buy this car to drive to work to pay for this car. Buy this car to drive to work.
Welcome to Yellow Brick Road. I am Jordan. Let me make sure my mic is on first. Alright, it's on. I am Jordan, and here today I'm talking about Tulsi Gabbard considering boycotting the next Democratic primary debate on October 15th. But first, please consider donating to Devon's Journey to Recovery. The GoFundMe link is down there, not my dick. I'll aim around my dick, somewhere down there in the description box. Click that link, read the story, then donate some money. It's for a good cause. None of the money goes to us. It goes to charity. So please help out one of our subscribers and his wife. Help them pay medical bills at Devon's Journey to Recovery. GoFundMe link down there in the description box. All right. So today, Tulsi made a video and a tweet, and I guess a poll too on her website about whether or not she should boycott the next Democratic debates. I'll give my take after we play this video. Yay! Oh, there's propaganda right there. So you can see his opinion. Don't boycott. Let's see you stir some shit up. Let's see that. Alright, so here's Tulsi's explanation.
I want to thank all of you so much for your support. I need to share something with you that's very important. There are so many of you who I've had the opportunity to meet in Iowa and New Hampshire who've expressed to me how frustrated you are that the DNC and the corporate media are essentially trying to usurp your role as voters in choosing who our Democratic nominee will be. I share your concerns, and I'm sure that all of our supporters throughout the country do as well. Now, the 2016 Democratic primary election was rigged by the DNC and their partners in the corporate media against Bernie Sanders. In this 2020 election, the DNC and the corporate media are rigging the election again, but this time it's against the American people in the early voting states of Iowa, New Hampshire, South Carolina, and Nevada. They're attempting to replace the roles of voters in the early states using polling and other arbitrary methods, which are not transparent or democratic, and they're holding so-called debates, which really are not debates at all, but rather commercialized reality television meant to entertain rather than to inform or enlighten. So in short, the DNC and the corporate media are trying to hijack the entire election process. So in order to bring attention to this serious threat to our democracy and to ensure that your voice is heard, I'm seriously considering boycotting the next debate on October 15th. I'm going to announce my decision within the next few days, but I just want to say with my deepest and warmest aloha, thank you all again for your support.
All right. So I basically agree with everything she just laid out there. And I'm just going to go right to my answer. Don't fucking boycott. Don't do it. Throw that out there that if we had a population which wasn't, inundated with constant information from mainstream and mainstream light, TYT, Pack and Cedar, those guys, then a boycott would have an impact. But I think your boycott will only have an impact amongst your loyal followers. That's already a problem that there's loyal followers, but I'm just saying how I think it is. Your loyal followers will be the only ones that are like, yeah, that's right. Wherever you go, I'll go with you. But strategically, this is no. It's bad timing to boycott the debates because it's not going to have the impact that maybe you think it will have. I definitely don't think it'll have the impact of that. Mainstream's not going to they're going to write it off within a couple days or not even mention it. TYT is going to say, oh, man. Next story. Blah, 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 blah. Packman's going to say, who cares? You're polling so low anyways. You're going to drop out, so what's the point? And on and so forth. So you're not going to really have that impact. You're going to maintain your credibility with that, but you won't lose any credibility going to the debates. And especially around this timing, right? The invasion in Syria by Turkey, in northern Syria by Turkey, right? Like that is, what are we, 5 days away from the debate? And this shit like just happened. That is going to be a question on the debate stage. And you are the only one I've heard with a legitimate answer to it. Which is, I can show you. God damn it. I should have planned ahead. Damn it, Europeans. I can't do it as good as James does, but there we go. Where is it? These are too old. Let's see. Okay, there's her 9/11 thing. There's her boycott thing. John Lennon. Live for coffee. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I believe this is the thread. And this is the video. I'll play this video real fast.
Syria.
Yeah, let me rewind. There we go. Rewind, you mother freaker.
Donald Trump is not removing our troops from Syria. He's just moving them from the northern Syrian border, allowing Turkey to invade Syria and slaughter the Kurds. He lied to the Kurds, promising them our support while simultaneously preventing them from reconciling with the Syrian government and coordinating a common defense against the Turkish invasion. So basically, in short, the impending slaughter and ethnic cleansing of the Kurds in northern Syria by Turkey is happening because Trump refuses to end our efforts to overthrow the Syrian government. The Kurds are just another casualty of this regime change war, which is supported by warmongering Republicans, Democrats, and the corporate media. The hypocrisy of warmongers like Nikki Haley, Senator Graham, and others who've demanded that we continue our regime change war in Syria, who are now crying crocodile tears for the Kurds, is nauseating. Starving the Syrian people through draconian sanctions, strengthening terrorists like Al-Qaeda and ISIS, wasting billions of dollars, creating a refugee crisis, and now this impending genocide and ethnic cleansing of the Kurds. The warmongers consider these costs to be a small price to pay in their effort to change the Syrian regime.
I mean, let me just read the caption because just nailed it. I think the best I've heard from obviously the best from any of the candidates. I've heard it from like journalists, from Ben Norton. I gotta listen to Dawson. I don't know if Corbett's gonna do anything, or Abby Martin. But let me read the caption. Donald Trump isn't removing our troops from Syria. He's just moving them from the northern Syrian border, allowing Turkey to invade Syria and slaughter the Kurds. That's all she needed to say, and she nailed it. And that will be needed in the debates, I think, because no one else is going to have that answer, I don't think. Not even Bernie Sanders. I think Bernie will have the answer of he's allowing the genocide of the Kurds. But that's going to be the typical talking point through most of the candidates, with degrees of better and worse amongst them. But she is outright probably has the best answer on this out of all the candidates, and that will be missing from the debate stage when this will be brought up as a topic. If it's not brought up, then she should just walk off the stage, no, she shouldn't walk off the stage. She should take any question they bring up, and turn it into this topic. They ask her about healthcare. She says, I have a plan, blah, blah, blah. It's on my website, but it'll be much easier to pay for this program if we're not doing this, this, and this in Syria. Just the other day, Trump moved the the troops. He didn't remove them from Syria. He just moved them away from this border area so Turkey can invade and slaughter these people or whatever. Turkey, which also props up ISIS and other extremist groups. She needs to turn every question into this answer. Really shift the topic to where she's just speaking on her own and no one will rebut her at all because they can't say anything to that. And it'll be everyone with their heads down, looking at their shuffling papers, looking down, while she's standing there giving the best answer that the mainstream has heard or will hear. That's why she needs to stay on the debate stage. Just my opinion. I'm not a strategist. I don't like, let's help this person win, even though we don't like them that much, so that, in 10 years later, we'll get the right person. It'll lead to that. In the Supreme Court. One less concentration camp. I'm not a strategist guy. But that just seems like here's a giant platform to give a real answer where the real answer is completely missing. It will be missing if she's not there to say it. And she better be aggressive and say it. That will, once again, lead to her being #1 trending after the debates are over. #1 trending, #1 search name. It'll lead to that again. And you can basically take the kneecap out of Donald Trump. You can kneecap Donald Trump while you're there, too. Because he doesn't have that answer. Because he actually did the fucking thing. So she could end many lines of credibility. People who are considered to have credibility will be ended if she goes up there and focuses on this specific issue, which can lead to all the other areas of political topics. Right? Trump fans still think that he's just pulling troops out of Syria because it's America first. Get our troops out of there. That's not what's happening, and she knows that, and she has a chance to let Trump fans know what's up, as well as the mainstream Democrats who have no fucking clue about this at all, that are just crying about Kurds. So please, Tulsi, I know you'll never see this video, but get on that debate stage. Get on that pony and ride. Do it. Do it for the people. All right, that's it for me. Please subscribe if you like. Comment, agree, disagree. Send me information. Refute what Tulsi's saying, what I believe is also, the facts of what's going on here. Send me information that agrees with it, that gives me further details so I can explain it even better. I'm not an expert, but any information sent to me, I check it out. Guys, people DM me on Twitter all the time. They send me information, I check it out. So you can do that at any point. I'd love to see Trump fans defend this. They might be backing away very slowly, like the Kool-Aid Man or something. It wasn't me. I have nothing to say here. Don't forget to donate to charity, not to us, to Devon's Journey to Recovery. GoFundMe link down there, description box. Please donate. Devon's Journey to Recovery. GoFundMe link in the description box. And with all that said, give this video a thumbs down.
Say you wanna get in.